So we are on the play, so that's very good, but we have no way of using it. I think this has to be mulligan. You know, in standard, sometimes you mulligan because your hand is just not insanely fast, and you need to have one. Let's go for this. I will go a little bit risky. With Hex, we can potentially Lifegain, maybe activate this, maybe Sign in Blood, maybe use Hex on turn 1 to kill, you know, their next play. So we have some fast options, but not sure if we need them. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I would love to activate it and get some value from... No. I mean, it's Hex. It's probably not very important. If they play Duress, this is most likely a control deck. So what can we do? I guess we just go Moseo. They have Chorus, so we don't need to think about their plays on this turn. Because this can Lifegain, so those two actually activate the thing. And of course this is the first target, so those two have bigger chance of surviving. Ooh, honestly an interesting draw. Let's swing. See what happens. Okay, now, oh, the sweet card. Oh yes, give me the cards. I need... Oh, I'm so happy. This is so massive. Oh, I love it, man. We have to drop the bat and see what they have in plan, because it's not spot removal, it could be a sweeper. Simulacrum on the next turn or Akrazot? How many flyers do we have? It's all flyers except this dude. We can give it fly. I think it's Akrazot. Because this will be insane problem. I mean, we have some solutions with Abigale, but I would much rather not deal with it. And Simulacrum, man, I love this card. I will want to make decks with this, but it's so slow in current meta. You play this, get a land in a card, your opponent plays Cavar, wins the game, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I think I will switch it to Cavar. So we could kill it, we don't want to. We need to deal tons of damage in next 2 turns. How? How do we do it? Maybe just give flying to everything. Seems to be the play. Man, this is so cool. Like, honestly, this is so much fun. Yep. We could kill it, but I'm not sure if we want to. Do we just draw more cards, guys? This will be a kill on the next turn, but not... Let's get more cards. In case they want to top deck something absolutely filthy. This will be good. We can get the food too. Okay, this is decent. This is decent. We don't reanimate because they didn't kill anything except... Oh, they actually didn't kill anything. Yeah, it's our card. Terminus. Ancient Vendetta does nothing. This is the only card that matters. Just to make it easier. Yoink! Now you can name it. I don't think it matters what they name. Good choice. Another would be Silvertongue because it's burn basically at this point. And Bat is the third one probably. They didn't know about this one, but whatever they do, it just won't be enough, I feel. Because they probably will die now. Yep. We take... Against Simulacrum, you play like this. You never interact with it. It's there. It stays there forever. Now we go Collector, and we have so much burn that we just win. I didn't count. I'm sure we have enough. Yep. Can we cast it? No, it's Sorcery. Hey, no way. Come on, they actually survived this turn. That's very awkward. How do we do it? We could draw cards or try to burn them. We can always burn them on the next turn. Let's make sure that even if they killed it, somehow we can find the right... Yeah, with this we can burn them. Cleric is really good, and we still have this food. So of course they need Sweeper, otherwise it doesn't work. But even if they find a Sweeper, I think we can still burn them. They explode? Yeah, it's just not good enough. I appreciate it, man. Our opponent absolutely cool, trying, you know, old school mono black, but, you know, it's new standard. Okay, we're going first. We have nice hand. We're against Grey Fox, but he's just a myth, not a real one. Let's go for this one. So we have some options. I think we will go for a Leech. Wait, it has to be Bat, because we can try to activate this on the next turn, or maybe we go Moseo, depending on, you know, what's going on. Oh boy, no, double Lizard. We want to get rid of Lizard, but we cannot. I think we have to go for the Anger then. Just to, like, second anger is better than the first one, so we kind of cut a lot of power, you know, maybe not a lot, a little bit, but still better for us. So they will drop the lizard. Fortunately, we have mostly creatures and they have a lot of spells, so it might be good for us in a way. We could get what? This dude? Let's go. It will die, so double legendary is not perfect. I guess we can bloodletting. That means we take some damage, but it's fine. Prepared. Oh yes. Freebie! Yes, we'll take one, but they take two. And they also will take damage from their own spells. So they might lose a little bit of raise. Don't forget, Magebane Lizard is only 1 power. They can of course spam, double strike, you know, do those crazy things. But we have lifelink, so they need to deal like 20 something damage. We'll see. They shocked. They have no respect for their life total. And no way they drew burst. Come on, bro. Oh man, that's so bad. I really hope that this bat will do some heavy lifting. This is not great. At least they will take all the damage from those cards twice. Land from the top is very nice. I like it. Cannot wait, when we could. So it could be Abigale into Cleric, into Hit, Prepare, and next turn we can get the bat from Moseo. Seems like a decent plan if we ever survive it. We cannot Offspring, so let's go for this. Oh, but we will lose the ability. It's fine. I think it's fine. Good enough. Let's go. We also deal damage from the Cleric now. I mean, we have literally only flyers, and a lot of them have lifelink, so it really helps us. Right? We should lose the preparation. Wait, does it work that it has preparation, it just cannot trigger it, so we can never cast it? I guess it works like this. It's like, this is such a weird interaction. I think that's how it works. You can never prepare it. I think there is a land that prepares a creature. I wonder if it works on this. So if you use the land ability, can you win with this? Okay, we won anyway. Honestly, absolutely devastating, except if you have Hex, and then you'll have to send. So for us, that was kinda nice. Silvertongue or Cecil for more damage. We cannot Lifegain easy. We can charm it, but we probably don't want to. I will go with Cecil because I think flipping it should be good, but a little bit awkward turn. Silvertongue is good as, you know, the next one, not really the first Lifelinger. And Ral doesn't have great targets yet, but we'll see what the play is. We're playing against Is It Lessons? I wonder if that's the capstone version, probably. So first we swing, we see the reaction. The reaction will be nothing. Take the damage. If they burn it, I'm so happy, especially that we deal damage to our own face with this. So our opponent, I mean, they're not losing the race because of it. So I would love to see removal, but that's usually not the case. Yep, correct decision, but we can still drop the next thing then. You know what, I'm thinking about Silvertongue into Poisoner. They might have creatures. Okay, so I'm going for the Silvertongue here. Poisoner, of course, can remove a creature, so perfectly you want to go with it. And do we do it now? Honestly, I will. I will. I should probably wait until they resolve, so they decide what to discard, but this won't make too much of a difference. So we're pushing a little bit of damage, we start having interactions, and we still have Ral and Charm for the value. But I like how this deck gets tons of value by just using Planeswalker and Charm. Each one is instant 2 for 1, but we'll see. Tablet. Ooh, is that another tablet deck? So this is probably Capstone, Revelation, Tablet Lessons. It's not like Otter version, it's basically like a very fast control deck. That casts Revelation and you are so far behind that you probably cannot win with this type of deck. And Combustion on top of it, very good for them. Actually insanely good. It's also an exile, so completely perfect. We could try to hit their cards, but next time it's already 7. They don't have white though. This is kind of important. We cannot draw cards with this. Ral is very vulnerable on this turn. I think it's Revenant. I think it has to be Revenant. It also activates Silvertongue on the next turn very easily. This is interesting. Oh, yeah, they have white. I wanted to say they must have white because that's the whole point of the deck, to cast Revelation. But I thought maybe they play some weird version with only capstones or something. But no, they actually have white. Second tablet, they want to hit land here. And they didn't. They can still cast Demonstration on Revenant for 4 damage. So a little bit of a freebie. Bro, if our opponent will give me the hand, I will just play both of the sides. What can we do here? We can Lifegain a little bit, but we don't have target for Moseo yet. Yeah, everything is exiled, like every single creature so far. Wait, Revenant isn't, so we can go Ral. They still have some... Bro, they actually still have the next spell. That could be a Braid. I think they play a Braids. Or of course another technique or something. The next exiled card. I mean, why not? And we still get the Revenant. So that's a nice 2-for-1, but you know, that was just pure removal so far. And everything is exiled, including you know, like Poisoner. We could get some cards with this. But for now it's not happening. Let's put it this way. Oh man, they're getting so much. Ral is not part of this build normally, but it is here. What can we do? I mean, we could prepare it, but it's not about lethal right now. So we could kill Ral. Not sure if that's enough. You know what? I think this is the play. We need to go a little bit crazy. So we will try to get rid. That was a good discard if I've ever seen one. Yep, it is nice. And I think we have to go for this. This has flying, so we don't really need to pay attention. They will cycle a card with Gran, which is not my favorite. But if they miss into cards, I think we can, you know, turn it around. Because against this deck, you generally have really big trouble winning after they hit 7 mana. Because one Revelation just keeps them going forever. And that's the discard. So even if they miss the first card, they still have a second shot. That was probably the first card. Maybe we have more. We can kill it now. We have so little mana, man. But Poisoner can kill Gran. Massive. As long as they don't hit like a bomb. I mean, we are winning the board right now. 5 Lifegain. Poisoner kills Gran. Ooh, didn't think it would go so smoothly. So we already got a nice 2-for-1 here. Like, we are completely winning the race, we are beating the board, it's all about those top decks. And that's an Ancestral Recall. Yeah, that's probably how you win the game. You know, they draw 6 cards for 4 mana. That's literally the whole new hand. And they still have 4 mana here. They can only cast red, but they probably can find a land too. Okay, this is a good part. The problem is that even if they get later the Revelation, it also Lifegains and gets the blocker, so you probably cannot burn them, and also you cannot hit them through the board unless you stack a lot of removal that is cheap. So it's very hard to finish them once they start Lifegaining. And there are Helixes too that are even cheaper, so no. You want to finish it when you can. And oh boy, we are taking all the damage. This is good for us. This is good for us. So, we probably should go for Collector, kill Gran. Wait! No, we are 1 mana short. We can prepare, we can cast it, but not right now. Because this will be prepared after attack. But I hope they scoop, because it wasn't a good game, honestly. I honestly think we're in a really hard spot, because we would kill this, deal like 8 damage, and lack 1 mana for the preparation. And then they untap and cast Revelation. Maybe they didn't have good cards in the hand. I'm happy, I'll take it. Alright, so we have Hex. Boros is very, very often this token deck. But of course, if they drop Voice of Victor, we cannot kill it. Because that's how the card works. Great, so you are still turned behind. I think we could go for the bat. Because it's such a waste to go just for the... You know what? Let's go for the Hex. I don't care. We still trade 1 against 2. Of course, Voice of Victor really got them ahead here. Because we kinda lost the whole turn 1 because of it. Hopefully they don't have good follow-up. We could of course hit the bat, but then they get all the options for, you know, creating all those tokens, War Leader's Call, what if they have 2 and we cannot discard it. You know, you get into a lot of trouble. Recruiter so early is a little bit wild. Did not expect... Man, the curve is working against us. Because if we had Cecil last time, it would be Hex Cecil and it would be actually a good turn. So what can we do? Rafale. Double strike. Ooh, that's scary. And they can already cast it. So maybe we force Burst Lightning. If not... This is such a problem. And maybe we can kill... I will go for Burst Lightning. Because there is a chance we get some life gain. Maybe we buy time. Maybe we can flip this. Getting Mana Screwed, is that a great choice? Nope. Obviously... This is devastating. Like, missing turns here is how we lose. It should be Revenant. We could also go this and this. Pretty decent, honestly. So, do they have a play? Oh, they don't have double red for the sneak. And they cannot block. We cannot get 2 life gain, so we cannot prepare this. For this to happen, you need to double life gain. Moseo is a little bit early. This prepares the Silvertongue on the next turn. It's kinda hard to kill and still can defend a lot. So I think this should be a good choice. Next turn is probably either those 2 or just the charm. Yep. Small dudes cannot go through the Revenant easily. And of course we have lifelink. Yep. They cannot go through this wall. Let's go, Cecil. You know what to do. Whenever you see Mistrise Village, it's usually Jeska or 4-colored. So by this land, you usually know the matchup. Oh, okay, this is different. Instantly proving it wrong. But usually it's the case. So this will be the combo deck. Well, first we swing that for sure. This will be a little bit rougher. Because this will only be 1 lifelink. So the poisoners cannot kill the maestro. Oh, this is a permanent counter, so it will get even harder. All right, this will be an interesting one. 0. Okay, so they just cycle. They got the counter. So they probably have this. I think it's 5 or 6 mana that gives you 5 mana back. I don't remember the name, but you get the idea. We probably need to go Moseo. We could of course Poisoner, but it will be too slow a little bit. We could prepare, but it's also too slow. I think we just go for this. So let's go Moseo. So, oh, they have something. Okay, I didn't expect it. So that was a bit of a misplay. Honestly, I didn't expect they have 1 mana spell here. I probably should expect it. Is it after all? That's usually what they do. So, big deal, because we could try to force them to burn, but they have 3 toughness, they would never cast it. So in the end it probably would end the same, but it was still a bad play by me. Man, tablet into stock up is so devastating. I've done it so many times and I know how amazing it feels. Yep. We are entering the danger zone. Oh, the huge danger zone. And this, bro, how are we flooding on like 22 lands? Oh, that's really bad. So we can flip Cecil. They probably will kill the flipped version. We will at least get this. Maybe we can draw cards. But I'm not sure. We'll see. We will life gain, which is nice. Then we lose life. And hopefully we'll life gain at some point. Man, a lot of interactions, but it's scary stuff. We could just drop 1 Poisoner. Oh, I think this might be the play. I'm a little bit concerned about, you know, this whole surviving thing. So let's try to go for it. Yeah, it's -2. Nearly a kill. But now we will have more lifelink. And it also can block. We have 2 creatures theoretic. Bro, is that already Capstone? Okay, let's roll the worst cards. That's a 1-drop. That's something. It could be Poisoner. Interesting they went for this guy. And the Stallion. Is that good enough for us? Can we beat it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's also lethal. Wait! Bro, isn't it amazing? Do we actually have... Man, I'm not sure. We will miss so little damage. Wait, is that good enough? We definitely play this. We can deal 2 damage with this. For a... Bro, they are at freaking 1. They're actually at 1. So we can just kill this. Man, okay, I think we can cook here. So we swing all, that's 8 damage total. We play Poisoner for 3 mana, we kill this, and then what? This doesn't have ward. And what's with the 2 mana? It's probably Silvertongue then. Man, this is so important that we life gain with basically everything. Man, this is so cool. Yeah, they could be at 2 if we cast this, but of course we cannot now, because now it makes no sense. We don't kill. But we get rid of their big win con. I'm not sure if that's game over, but man, I'm proud of this turn, and we're playing against freaking Capstone every turn for free. That's usually not... Bro. I think there's only one. I think that's the only one that fits. Okay, that probably won them the game. Man, I'm so proud. We got them to 1. They're at 3, but we could just hymn them or whatever. What's the sign in blood? And they would draw 2 cards, take 2 damage down to 1. So we're this close to burning everything. You know what? If that was Cecil into this Hex early game, I think that was still the game. Yeah, with this draw you cannot win really. Thank you, Shuffler. Flooded in the most extreme last turn. I will play one more, but I think this draw especially just absolutely destroyed that. So our opponent got like insanely crazy good hit. We got a land and wasted full turn. You cannot miss turn against this type of deck. So yeah, we missed a little bit damage early game, so they survived, and now it's just, you know, more hits and better hits than us. At this point it's probably... I will play one more turn. I'm not sure how we could ever even win. I can tell you how. We can draw Tenacity, we play it, and we life gain 3 and they are dead. But they might have counter spells and stuff. And Exile maybe even. I don't know if they play Combustion Technique. I think not. Usually they don't. So we have theoretical outs, but it's 99% decided. But we will still see the last draw. Bro, how much mana do you need? Yep. That was 5 mana, by the way. Double tablet and 1 blue. Sure. How many cards they draw? Wait, couldn't they just mill us for all of the... I'm pretty sure that was a mill. I wonder if they want to let us a little bit of fun? Or they missed it. Because I think this is like the win con, right? They just target your face, and they had 6 mana plus those lands. So that should be way more than needed to mill. Maybe Tenacity? I don't think it will be enough. They probably have some counterplay, but maybe. Let's do our best. It's a kill. Okay, one more. I just need to see the win con that is actually used properly on our face. I really think that maybe they just want to draw cards instead of finishing the game. So now this is guaranteed to hit pretty much. Let's go. You probably won't get better than this. What are you? Spell Pierce won't work because we have so much mana. I don't know the full build. Oh, they actually have stuff like this. Okay. That's a game. Honestly, I think we could absolutely win so easy if we had a little bit better draw. Like we were this close, down to 1 life, but that was a cool game. Okay, it seems we're against control. Our draw is not perfect. It has some good sides, but we need to hit a land. We missed 1 drop, we got it on turn 2. Here we kinda need to go for normalize, because that opens the next play. However, can we make the next play? We really need to hit one of the lands. I hoped it would be already in our hand, but we still have 1 chance. And then we can drop, you know, one of those guys. We probably want this card. Ral is mostly to get the creature. Okay, massive, absolutely massive. So next turn is Tablet. There's not much we can do about it, so we need to push more damage. Let's go for Revenant. I'm checking the cards right now. I still don't know what this is. Very big deal. They have 2 cards that we don't know about. Is that removal? Is that sweeper? I mean, they could theoretically split up, but they cannot draw white mana unless it's like white mana split up. But this is how I play, you know, aggro decks. I always try to predict what sweepers they can have and how much time do I have before they drop it, and then you unload, you know, to hit the hardest just before it drops. So we can start swinging. 4 damage a turn, you know, it's not the most glorious ever, but they must have something. This produces red mana, so they could play the Tablet. If they didn't, that means this is something playable right now. Okay, took a while, but we swing. Our opponent is back. We could, of course, use the charm, but it's not worth it. So I think right now, the best play is Ra with plus. It's an yeah, I mean, we know it's something playable, but we don't know what. And we need to surveil instantly before we play this, because if that gets lost, they're trying to find the target right now. Moseo is really nice. I think we take it. And then the charm, so we can get 2 creatures. I mean, it's doable. Like, we can win the fight on cards. So if this is an instant, that means it's not a sweeper. That means we want to go white. Because very likely they can either draw a card at the end step, counter something, or remove one of the permanents. But it's not a sweeper, which means that they cannot, you know, punish us for overextending. Our opponent is really taking time to make this single one decision, because this is just one interaction, and at this point they have all the information, so they should pick the target. We are fully tapped too. They decided to not play it. That's so weird. And maybe it was just the village as the tap. Maybe this isn't. I really think it's an instant. We don't know the new card. This I assume is an instant, maybe playable with the Tablet. Okay, we could start discarding, but it's a little bit early. I still can play a lot of lands. I think we surveil.
You really should take my advice.
I don't think this is good for the matchup. We don't care about those abilities because our opponent has like no board, so flying, first strike, lifelink all do not matter really, outside of, you know, reanimations. We could play this. We still have a little bit more time. We could play Moseo and get this back into the board and force a sweeper. If they have it, that's a problem. But I still think we go for it. Because there is a chance they might kill something, you know, maybe they have this 3 mana from Tablet and Archive. So forcing a sweeper, I think it's good enough. And I think that was get lost from the previous turn, which makes it interesting why they didn't go for it. So right now, oh, that was early. I mean, we know the top card. So we can chill. I'm a little bit terrified because they killed a Planeswalker, not Moseo or anything. So if they have a sweeper right now in the remaining card, that's kinda massive. I mean, this has drawbacks. We will never flip it, so we might as well, you know, get the good stuff. Unless they drew exactly sweeper in last 3 cards, we should win, because they cannot beat this board card for card. So guys, this is the deck, and I have some good news for you. And the outro will be short, because the video will be late, but don't you worry, you always get your video for today, whatever happens, but it might be on the weird time sometimes. We went 5-3, so we actually beat the ladder with this one, and I'll be honest, this was such a fun way to play. I miss Poisoner. Moseo, absolutely cool, even though we didn't get too much value, because very often opponents somehow did not kill our creatures, but with Ral you can get Moseo, and with Moseo you can get another creature, and with all the lifelink you also can get Signing Blood, which gives you cards, and with Abigale you can basically make everything into Flyer, First Striker, Lifelinker, which makes activating those abilities very easy. With Cleric, you just burn directly, and Leech Collector, you know, not the craziest card, but it did its part. It was nice extra damage, and if the game goes longer, of course, it starts to be overwhelming. And, you know, Tenacity never shined but it never needed to do. By the way, you can splash green and go Golgari for Professor. I think it's worth it probably. But I wanted to go full mono black, especially that we have, the Charm, Abigale, a lot of black ticks, so I wanted to go all in on mono black, and I think it kind of worked. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Really helps the channel and makes me happy personally, so that's a win-win. And you also get next decks, so that's a win-win-win, I guess. Anyway, that's the part when rambling starts, and we're cutting it out today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to our patrons for supporting the content so we can continue making those cool decks. And by the way, I'm looking and I'm reading your comments. I just don't answer all of them, but I know. So thank you for all of them, and see you guys in the next one.